Well, hello, family. It is October 26th. Can you believe it that it's already almost over for this year? It's been a crazy, wild ride, and it's been amazing to have every single one of you with us while we're going through this ride. So thank you for being here. It is an honor, you know? Mm-hmm. An absolute honor.
So, this is Kid. I'm Candy, for those of you who are new to our HVU family. And we had an amazing trip to Anaheim, California for Truth Tour 2. There was so many people who were blessed by us coming and doing the work that we do for them and in person. It's just so powerful. The energies of the whole group were part of what everyone was feeling. And it was just so incredible, the feedback that we got. So many men came up to Kid and said, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing your story. It has given me permission or encouragement or
the strength
to share my story. And that's beautiful. That's really beautiful. How come I'm blurry?
It's just the Zoom. It's just I swear it's just the Zoom. But
Yeah.
it is true. If you guys haven't seen it yet, you have it on your Facebook.
I did, and I do plan on putting it up on YouTube, so I apologize I haven't done that yet. I will do that soon.
And it is on Rumble as well, on Screw Big Gup, so you guys can watch it there. Everything, the whole day. But the story that we shared that day just touched so many hearts. It broke so many hearts open that day. It was a nonstop flow of people going, thank you. Thank you for being so open and vulnerable with what you went through, because now I feel like I can share my story. It was amazing. It really was amazing. And the phone calls in between was just hilarious.
All right.
Ring, hello.
So we were up on stage, and I did my light language, and then Kid was talking, and all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, someone's phone, ring, ring, and Kid and I both said, hello, Truth Tour 2, how can we help you? It was so funny. Hang on.
Is that? Our Melonwell wants some attention.
She must have leaned up against the cupboard door and then decided to scratch, and it was bang, 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 bang. I could send that video to Telegram, and we could actually play it while we're live. Is that something you'd be interested in doing? It didn't even occur to me to ask you for it, so there would be a little bit of prep time for you, right?
I would need a little bit of prep time to be able to get
right, and maybe we don't want to do that while we're live.
No, I need time to get things ready.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Time.
So, there's a couple things that we want to bring your attention to. One is, if you would like to have HVU gear, we have an Etsy store that you could go to, and then there's just a vast array of shirts and mugs and bags and things that you could take a look at for yourself or for a gift for someone else. Jason and Dina love gifts if you want to bless them with something. And then we'll talk more about the Truth Tour in a little bit. Also, there is the WordPress. Now, in my journey for healing, my husband woke up one day and his head was like this. And he said, honey, I can't move my head. He couldn't straighten it. He couldn't do anything. All the muscles clamped his head down to his shoulder. And so we rushed him into the doctors. And after x-rays, they said he has so much deterioration in these neck vertebrae. And they called it end-stage
degenerative disc bone disease.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And so I said, well, what can you do about it? And they said, nothing. All we can do is make him comfortable. And I said, well, what about fusing discs? What about a rod? What about just anything? And they said, no, there's too much damage. And I was so angry. Well, it only took me 2 weeks to realize the anger wasn't getting me anywhere. And so I called out and I said, what am I missing? Show me my next step to helping my husband, Eric. And so that's when I met my master herbalist. And a little bit later, I met a second master herbalist, and both taught me so much. And then I started to do my own research on herbs that would heal the bones and or help the body heal the bones and bring restoration to that whole area. And so, please like, share, and love, and subscribe, and smash the thumbs up button.
Well, not really subscribe, but if you press the bell and follow us, it's the same thing as becoming part of the family.
Right. And notifications.
Because we're not about subscribers. Screw that. That's old school. That's like 3D. We are now going into the 5D economy of all family, love, peace, joy, and connection.
Okay, so then I started to experiment with herbs and creating tinctures, and I came up with my first herbal therapy, and that was, I called it Terra Deep. The second version of that was Terra Core, and they're very much alike. The one difference, I think, is the pine that I added to the Terra Core. And so I started giving that to him, and I gave it to him like 3 times a day, 2 or 3 whopping doses each time. So I just flooded his body with this, and then also gave him alfalfa, because alfalfa gives you the calcium that you need so that it's not taking more from the bones. And within 2 weeks, he was off his gabapentin, and within a year, he had full mobility of his neck. That recipe I put up on the WordPress. The recipe that got rid of my fibroids is up on the WordPress. The recipe for kids' essential oil that helps the body heal the lungs from asthma and bronchitis and other issues is up on the WordPress. And so our WordPress is created to empower you, not with just ways to be healthy and to heal, but to also red pill your friends if they need it, or to have one place where there's a bunch of videos and a bunch of PDFs, and just to make it easy. Because I found, like, I would call my friend up and I would say, oh, where do I find these videos? And she would say the link. And about 6 months later, where do I find these videos? And she'd be like, this place. And I thought, this is ridiculous. Oh my gosh, I cannot keep track of all these different places that you find this, that, and the other thing.
So we just decided to make a one-stop shop.
Yeah. So that's what our WordPress is about. It's to empower you. It's to empower the HVU family. Whoever joins our family, it's there to empower you. And then came ASEA. Kid and I have been like, okay, what's the next step in our health? And then we had Jay on our show like a year before all of this, before the ASEA stuff. And then we were going to move when he asked if we could do the shows again, and we're like, no, we're just way too busy. And so after we got here, I was talking to Janie, and I'm like, Janie, can we get Jay and April back on our show? And she just was like, hum and a hawing. So, should they need the WordPress link?
Oh.
You got it?
Yeah, it's also in the description as well, but I will post it here, www.h.
I got it. Already done.
Rude. How rude.
Right? Faster. So.
My typing speed is ticking.
So, back to the ASEA story. And then one day, Janie's like, so Jay wants to know if he could come onto your show and talk about this amazing galactic technology. And I'm like, yeah, well, let's first have a conversation to see if what we think of it. And so we did. And we just started to have all these amazing experiences of connection with our galactic team, astral traveling, and waking up and remembering it, and that hasn't stopped. And it's just and there's the change towards the way we eat and what we put in our bodies has been clearer.
It's been forcing us to change. It truly has been forcing us to change what we've been putting into our bodies. So,
yeah, and we took ASEA with us and we checked it in so it would be safe in the luggage for this trip, and that helped so much because you don't get much sleep when you're on these type of ventures.
it's true.
We were there to meet so many of you, whoever came, and just spend our time with you guys, and to also meet some of the other speakers. And so it takes a lot of energy. Oh, hang on a second. Do you need to say it right now?
No.
Okay. And so we brought one of the bottles down to our table in the event, and I was talking to Jason Q, and he goes, they confiscated my bottle at the airport. And I said, we brought our bottle. Do you need some? And he's like, oh, yes! And so he took some swigs, and Dina took some swigs. I don't know who else partook and shared in our bottle, but we were happy to share. And that's how amazing this stuff is that when people who have been taking the bottle see the bottle, they're like, oh, please let me have some, because it makes that much of a difference.
It really does.
Yeah. Okay, so that, let me post the link if you guys want to check it out.
So, this 30th is already filled up for our last beta test that we're doing, which is going to go into the free spirit healings of November and December. So, November's already almost filled up right now. So, what we have decided to do is that if you buy yourself or a loved one 300 points or more of the ASEA, then you secure a spot in the next weekly healing sessions with Candy and I. So the reason why that we do this with the ASEA is because we have realized that that the ASEA is bringing that healing to us, and we want you to buy that for yourself or for a loved one. And while buying that, you also get a chance, an opportunity to have that healing session with Candy and I.
Yeah.
So that's basically just buying something for yourself while you also get the benefit of being in the healing sessions with us. So we're just letting you know that the November's already almost filled up. So if you want to get enrolled with that, contact Janie or Jay by the link or by the phone number, and they can go over more details with that with you. But it's going to be really amazing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and what I was snickering about is when she said that we wanted to go there to meet the speakers and everyone else there. I'm like, I enjoyed my time more with the family than I did with most of the speakers. Because what's funny is that I was disrespected a lot by a lot of the people there. And I didn't feel great. It didn't feel good being disrespected as much as I was. Ethan Lucas even asked me, "Hey kid, where are you going?" I'm like, "Well, I've been disrespected way too much." And I gave him a smile and I said, "I deserve more. I deserve better than that. So I'm going to excuse myself from these energies."
Doesn't that just hurt your heart?
It
To
really
hear that?
it really sucked that we came there to spread the love, and I had more fun with the family than the speakers. And it's like the speakers didn't even care about each other. What's going on with that? We're there for everyone. We're there for the connection. We're there to create the family, to create the truth, the love, and the peace and joy. And I felt disrespected so much, like unseen, unheard, unwanted, that I felt like that I had to leave. And I cried. It hurt. It hurt so much that I opened myself up to share all of that. But I am share my story, but I am very grateful for the family, because if it wasn't for the family, I would have already given up. It was amazing to meet so many loved ones there. And you know what? The family was just absolutely heartwarming, accepting, loving, every single one of them.
Oh my God.
Every single one of them that came up and just, spread the love with themselves. And I enjoyed my time more with them than I did the speakers. I'm like, there was quite a few speakers there that was, very respectful. I'm not saying all of them were disrespectful, but a lot of them were. And it did hurt. We should be there for each other, and as we could see, a lot of them weren't there for that. They were there for themselves.
Well,
It just hurt.
healing is happening, growth is happening, and
When someone becomes famous and they let it get to their heads, it can be very dangerous. You and I could have let it get to our heads, but we didn't. Even though it still wants to, because I remember us going through the stages of, why is everybody else so much more, like everyone's following them more than us? But then we come to realize it's not about that. It's about who needs us at that time. Then that's who finds us. And look at that.
so, you did the right thing by having your focus on our HVU family. You did the right thing.
It was very enjoyable spending time with every single one of them. It really was, because I got to hear many different stories, and after me sharing my story, a lot of men felt like that they could not share their stories of what they've been through because they've been brought up, it's a sign of weakness. But it's not. It really is not. It's a sign of strength to be able to share what you've been through.
Oh, sorry.
And this connection that we've made with the family there is just
Oh, yeah. Love seeing
awesome.
you guys. Donna Taylor says there was a completely different energy in Anaheim than in Arkansas. And so that's fair. It's fair to say that because we felt the demonic presence.
Yeah, we did. We saw hella shadows.
Oh, yeah.
Hella shadow demons.
And that can have its effect, in the way people present themselves. And so if they're not conscious about that, or if they don't have their awareness there, that's a good reason why, that type of behavior would come up. And so, boy, did we see the attacks happen. We did. But I don't want to get into that because everyone understands tax.
I did give a lot of the family members some spiritual readings that day. Like Donna. I gave her a spiritual reading. We worked together in a life, and before we came down to have this earthly experience, she was the one that connected the flow of the energies for me to be able to send out the information that needed to be sent to certain places. It was awesome.
Is that the one you got a hug from while you're on stage?
Yes. Yes, I'm like, I need the flow. I need the connection. I need you.
Uh-huh. Yes. Yes, TD, we were right there by Disneyland. Someone said, Santa Ana is Satan Ann.
Right? And imagine what type of tunnels are under there and what's under there. Yeah, that's just crazy. But we also have tried something new, by the way, which...
Hang on. Fra, what do you mean? Was I pleased with your gift from Jason on the Truth Tour? Am I missing something?
Frank. Oh,
Frank.
I don't think he gave us anything.
Jason didn't give us anything on the tour, but he did send us an envelope with some stuff in it. Is that what you're talking about? Because he and Dina sent that to us before we left.
I don't know. But I was having I'm still having a little bit of trouble with my lungs a little bit, but Gina and Denise Gina and someone else, Denise, said that I should talk to Carol Frazian about doing a rape session, and she did a rape session on me, and it was truly amazing, and it just opened me up. And so we kind of went hog wild on the way home and just bought some. So now we're really doing some shamanic experiences. It's really, the rape sessions is awesome. If you guys have not tried it yet, for those that are spiritually ready, I would suggest to really do it because it's
Frank,
awesome.
Yeah, if you no, we did not receive an envelope from Jason at the Truth Tour. Did you?
No.
Yeah. So I don't know what you're talking about, hon.
So if you look up Hape, Hape, or it's also called Rape, R-A-P-E. It's not rape. It's rape, just so you know.
R-A-P-E.
E with the little
or
at the end.
H-A-P-E.
It is kind of like a nicotine shamanic experience type thing with herbs, and there's many different types, and you blow it up your nose, and what it does is it kind of is like the C test, where you stick it up your nose, except it's natural, and it decalcifies your pituitary gland, opens up your third eye, and it really connects you with the spiritual realm if you do it correctly. And I took some pictures of you set your intentions, concentrate on the intention and the intent of what you want it to do for you, and then you connect it to the 4 points, the 4 elements. 1, love, the heart, right here. 2, trust, the right shoulder. 3, support, the left shoulder. And then the third eye of the vision. And you set the 4-point intention of the elements, and then you just, blow it up your nose, and it just creates that spiritual connection. And I started seeing many different things having many different emotions too. Well, not really emotions, but more of a spiritual enlightenment, you could say. It is awesome. Really awesome. And we did an experiment where we tried the 3 different types that we got. So we have the Kuntanwa tribe, Hive Nectar Propolis, which this one is a antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal hape. Then you have the Immunity Warrior, which helps with the immune system and strengthens the immune system. And then you have the strongest one, which is the Sunu Bullet hape. And this one's new, by the way. So, and it's also a limited time, so I don't know how long it's going to be out there. But this one right here is a warrior hape, where it really connects you with the spiritual realm, the spiritual side of things, and it just really opens you up. We do have the link. Let me see.
Frank, yes, we did, and it was beautiful. But that came from Jason and Nina a couple weeks ago.
I know I posted the link somewhere around here. Let me... Aha. I will post the link in here. This is where we got it. 4visionsmarket.com. If you guys have any questions about that, I can do my absolute best to help you out, but most of the description is already in there, and I did most of my studying of how to take it and the connection and the intent online.
And so Kid also ordered one of these.
Mm-hmm. Which, that's like the crepe or something like that.
Yeah, so which you put the stuff in here. This goes in your mouth, this goes in your nose, and you blow it into your...
You don't suck it in. You blow it. So, literally, you just... Let's make sure there's nothing in here. You literally just stick it up your nose and you blow. Literally just blow.
Yeah. First time I took it, I started just in the right nose. I sneezed so hard I pissed my pants. It just wouldn't stop. Coughing, sneezing. It was like, oh my God. So I got all cleaned up and changed and did the other nose, but not in that order. And the left nose was okay. And then the second time I did it, today.
Show us live sparkling tidbits. Oh, you know what? Should I?
Yeah. You just took it. Do you need more? Do you want to wait a little while? Why don't we leave it towards the end of the show? They can hang out with us for a bit until one of us is ready.
Yeah, booger sugar.
Right?
Booger sugar. Oh, sparkly tidbits. You got a rival right there with names.
Yes, Jella, that's the same thing. And so Carol was really sweet in helping us to, and Denise, to secure the link to know where to get this stuff. And it's just what was posted, forvisionsmarket.com. And also the honey, Mariola honey from Costa Rica. We just ordered it. And that goes right in the eye. It's dissolved cataracts. For Carol, she used to have to wear glasses, and she no longer needs them. She just threw them out. Can you mute my mic? Someone said gesundheit. Thank you.
She needed to.
So look at this. This is so beautiful. These three things. That's what we got. It's amazing. I was a little hesitant to try it because kid said it burned his nose really bad, but I didn't experience it that bad. A little bit, but it was no big deal. That was pretty amazing. And then I found my courage to try the bullet, and kid said that's the strongest, but I only added like a little bit, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah. You really did only add a little bit. So when I told Denise that which one I got, which was the strongest one, she was like, oh, I hope you don't regret that.
Shella says that she had a migraine and that stuff was like magic, took the headache away right away.
It helps with many different things, and there's many different types, and they all come from many different plants. Like this hive nectar is actually from beehives. It's made from beehives. So they all come from different plants, different things, so you might want to read up upon them on the Four Visions Market and see which ones also help with what you are looking for. These are the three that I got because that's what I felt that we needed at that moment. Even though they have like 20, maybe 30 different types.
I don't know where I bought the honey from.
Oh, thank you, Annie.
It was on Amazon.
What?
I think. No, maybe not. No, it wasn't on Amazon. Shoot.
So when you buy also the pipe, if you want to self-administer, it's this one. If you want someone to administer it for you, it's the other long one. So be aware that this is like the... Oh, I forgot the name of that. Let me get that name really fast.
And I'm looking for the link for the honey. Visit store.
Crepus, personal applicators, and then the Tepis is the shared applicators. Yeah. And then they also have many other things like healing lotions, hemp allies, Amazonian, botanical tinctures, ceremonial cacaos. They got a lot of different things here that you can go through and buy. Oh, and we got Janie joining us right now. Hi. We're live, by the way.
We are?
Yeah.
Huh. Is it just us?
Yeah.
Wow.
With the family.
Ah. Oh, mwah. Hi, guys.
We were just talking about the rapé sessions, which they want me to show them how to do it when I'll do it a little bit later.
Like at the end?
Because I don't know how it's gonna make me feel, if it's gonna, make me go, ooh,
Right?
or what. So I don't know. We'll see.
It'll be awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, so everyone, when we were talking about to contact Janie, this is Janie right here about the November sessions and December sessions that we are going to be filling up.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm excited for that. I'm so excited.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, because the feedback that I get, because I get to hear everybody's feedback, and it's like, it was life changing and changed my life. And I'm like, oh, how did that happen? And they're like, I don't know. Everything. So that's it in a nutshell.
That's really cute.
It is awesome what we can do for each other, especially with the healing that we can all bring. And ever since that we started with the ASEA, it's gotten stronger. And now, since we're going to be doing the rapé sessions before that too, it's going to be even
Watch
bigger.
out.
All right, everybody, let's all do our rapé session together.
Oh my gosh.
So this last time that I used it, just before we got off the phone, Janie,
Yeah.
or right after we got off the phone, excuse me, I added a little bit of the warrior hape, which is the most strongest one, but it was like even less than a pinch. It was a real little bit. And it felt like the same type of sensation I had when I took those shamanic mushrooms.
Ooh.
Yeah, and
My
interesting.
face is falling off.
Well, it didn't quite go
I'm
there.
nosy.
Didn't quite go there.
I can't smile.
But that was interesting. When I take it, I just feel like this wellness that is so incredible, and my throat stopped hurting. It's doing something with my sinuses that feel really good, and there's a difference in my stomach. I have been dealing with constant hunger, and it's not like real hunger, so it might be the desire for comfort from emotions or the ascension symptoms. And I don't have that after taking that.
That's awesome.
It feels very different. It is awesome.
Right?
It feels really different. I like it. I like it a lot.
I knew you were going to say that. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Super lot.
But didn't you tell me though that you do something with intentions before you do that?
Yes. Yes, most definitely. There are the 4 points. You have the right shoulder, the left shoulder, the third eye, and then the heart chakra. I have it. Oh, I need to memorize it.
That's really cool though, though, because what if we had intention with everything we did?
Trust, support, vision, and love.
With
Trust,
everything
support,
we did.
vision, and love.
Yeah.
Not just like certain things.
Well, this guy that does the 4 elements, he says choose one element. But why choose one when you can have all 4 elements connected and have the intention of doing all 4 elements? And that's what I do. And it feels great. It feels amazing.
Yeah, because otherwise something's left behind, right? Maybe.
Well, with how
Or
grown,
excluded. Yeah.
with how grown that we are, all growing spiritually, it's easy for us to focus on 4 different elements, 4 different intentions, you know?
Yeah.
Annie said, lots of folks going through the hungry thing. I did, and I am never hungry. Much love, everyone. Take good care. Susan's asking about Russell Gold. I met him briefly, and then I was off doing other things, so he seemed like a really cool guy. I don't know.
All I can say is I haven't met him yet, but he's another soul that is just out there doing the work that needs to be done. That's all that I can really say because I wasn't really in his energies, so can't really tell you what I really think, but he is just another soul that's doing the work that needs to be done. Yeah, same thing with all of us.
Yeah, Michael, shrooms. I've only ever done it once. And that was pretty incredible. And they said, don't take very much, but you can take at least this much. And I cut that in fourths and only took a fourth of that. And I had a really strong reaction to it. But my body's really sensitive, so I didn't take very much of this either. I said, whatever they recommend you take, give me way less.
Other than ASEA.
Yeah, I take a lot.
You should just take more of that.
I drink it and I spray it. Yes, love it.
The Renew 28, actually, you know how thrush can open up wounds in the mouth?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was having that not too long ago. And I'm on day 2, and there was a wound right here because of the thrush. And day 2 of putting Renew 28 on there, it's already almost closed up. And usually it keeps it open for like 2, maybe 3 weeks.
Yeah, and no salt, no nothing, and all that.
Yeah, I didn't put any salt. Just the Renew 28 and it's already closing up. I'm like, wow. So it also helps with thrush too. So maybe I should just.
I had somebody ask me the other day. You maybe don't do that.
Drown yourself on the Renew 28.
That's awesome.
Oh God. It's. Oh. It is awesome. So, what else are we going to be talking about?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask our family what they want to talk about. Maybe they have some things that they want to share.
Roger says, kid seems happier than a kid in a candy store. Honestly, I am.
Oh. So TD says, I sprayed ASEA on my dad's arms like twice to heal the... Is she meaning bruising?
Bruising. I think that's bruising.
Bruising, like old men get, and he has hair on his arms again. Wow.
Awesome.
So if the hair is growing back, that means it is creating healing within the skin to for those hair follicles to come to life again.
It's like unclogging them, isn't it?
I think that's part of it. I believe it's part of it, but not the whole of it.
Yeah.
Because there's got to be, clogging could just be oils, right?
Yeah.
And we've had that for how long?
A
Oils.
long time.
But that doesn't stop the hair growth. So what stops the hair growth? It could be toxins and the cells just sort of going to sleep or dying.
Mm-hmm.
That just makes kind of sense. Oh, are you going to start to take some? Oh, nice. Look at you.
Everyone wants to see it.
Yeah, they do.
How do you take the rubber session? I'll show you.
And Deborah has a question about the recipe for the bone, and she only saw the dog recipe.
So probably under health, not pets. You want to go to I forgot what I have there, herbal recipes. That's where it should be.
Belinda, Jason Q, and Gina, Denise, Doug, and I believe Lewis?
No, not Lewis.
Not Lewis? Okay, so those four are actually with Charlie Wood right now on that tour, right?
Oh, I believe that they have been. Gina went to lunch with them and wanted to come on the show, and so we planned it, but then they got caught up in out on the town having fun, and she texted and said, I don't think we'll make it. And I said, well, it's an hour and a half, you could rush back. But then I saw a video of them on a boat tour, and I'm like, oh, they're not going to make it.
Yeah, they're not going to make it.
And they looked like they were having a really good time.
So for the rape session, they did say that you could take up to a dime size. I decided that I would rather do a smaller dose. So it's more of like a quarter of a dime size. As you guys can see, it looks like powder. It is just a powder. So it is a nicotine. And
But it looks a lot on the screen, a lot less in real life.
so not that much. So it's really not that much.
Oh, good job. I'm sitting there.
Mom, I've done crystal meth before. I know how to do this shit. When you've done drugs for years of your life, you know how to,
Oh, did you just get that? Okay, so I've done drugs, Mom. You don't have to praise me for this.
I know what I'm doing.
I know, right? Heaven forbid I find happiness in what you're doing.
Sniffing it. Oh, this is going to fucking burn. Okay, so you stick it into the bigger side. You make sure that you stick it into the bigger side.
I'm pretty sure he's been on some shows, but
Who?
Jason Q. But I don't remember them. I just catch a little glimpse here and there.
Support. So vision, support, trust, and love.
Where was the love when I praised you?
In the story of the drugs. So you take a deep breath and you hold it. The reason being is because you don't want to suck it in the wrong way to go into your mouth. So you want to take a deep breath and then you just want to blow out your mouth so it comes up into the nose. Oh, most of it didn't even come out. Oh, burn. Let me re-get that.
Oh, double your pleasure.
Pretty much. It burns.
He took a lot more than I did.
No.
Oi.
While you do one nostril, you must do the other.
Well, yeah.
Is that in the directions? You're gonna start sneezing.
Oh, wow. Someone's already saying Gesundheit. Oh, wipe your nose, babe. Wipe your nose. There you go. I pissed my pants, you pissed your lip.
Oi.
See, you guys, it's not so bad. You might piss your pants or piss your lip.
And be sure to have a box of tissues, because you're going to need a lot of them.
So what?
You alright? Did you take it too soon?
No.
Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Ask him in 10 minutes.
If we're still going
You're already doing it. What was that one for?
Huh? Oh, I did all three.
So you did.
I did the immunity, the hive, and the warrior. mainly the warrior one.
Well, that's a combination. Bless you.
Sympathetic snuffing. Sympathetic snuffing. You know, like
Yes.
sympathetic pregnancy.
I know your eyes were watering and everything.
Right?
So, who watched the Nino Rodriguez show with Jason Bouchard?
I did.
I hope a lot of the other family members did as well, because what I'm feeling is, yes, they were brought underground, just like how Diane was already having that feeling of that. I do feel that they brought them underground to hide them. Now, as for none of them dying, I do not agree with that. They got the major players, but they did not get the head of the snake.
And you just saw that after you did that?
You could say that they got the neck down, but they still have not gotten the head of the snake.
That would make sense.
Did you see Tanika's message?
Oh, not yet.
As she's in the chat.
Ah. Yeah.
So there's a teleporter down there. They were teleported off this whole planet. This whole ship system.
Well,
So they're not even here. They went into the dumbs to the teleporter that they have down there because we took control of all the other teleporters. But they have that one teleporter down there and deep in the dumb.
uh-huh.
That gets them completely off the system.
Can we say that word?
The dumb?
Yeah. Can we say that without...
I don't know. Dum da dum dum dum.
Nothing to see here. Dum da dum dum.
Right?
So, in a way, we did get the head of the snake because the head of the snake isn't even here on this planetary system anymore, the ship. Which means that that being or beings are still alive, just not here. That's why we're going to be building up. That's why the Avengers movies was brought into our experience, because that's going to be us. We are going to go liberate the rest of the planets, and we are going to go destroy that head of that snake. It's like, what's his name? Oh, the guy with the gauntlet, and he got all the stones. Him.
Yeah.
He was he completely left that planetary system and went to a whole different system.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to be doing. Thanos, thank you. Yes. Thanos. Save the best for last. Right, flying goat? So,
Iron Train says he got dibs on Hulk.
Thor's mine, bitches.
Warrior.
No. Oh. But that's what I'm feeling. That is what I'm feeling, is that we are going to go find that head of the snake and we will destroy it. Us. Once we remember everything and gain our true powers, that's when we're all going to get together and go find them. So it doesn't happen to any other planetary system.
Wow.
Oh, this is awesome. Thank you, Rafe. Grateful. I am grateful for that connection. Woohoo! That is awesome. We will be those superheroes, yes.
Nino and Jason Burchard.
Here, I'll post.
The YouTube link?
Yeah. Copy link.
Someone's-
Chickadee wants to. Did you read that same one too?
Yeah, go ahead, Janie.
Chickadee wants to know, Kid is the head of the snake, the red AI queen.
The red AI queen.
Sparky Tidbits says, we better all start our sniffing.
No, it is not the red AI queen. No, you can basically say it's Somerset's daughter. You know how people are saying that Somerset's evil? It's not her. It's her daughter. We were brought this to our attention about 3 years ago when we were in Stockton, when people were saying that Somerset was the evil queen. It's not her.
Stars gave us that information.
It was her daughter that looks just like her. She's the evil queen.
For some reason, they told us not to say anything at that time.
At that time,
Uh-huh.
I just got the hit. Share it. I call her Lucy, by the way. The reason, and for some reason, she liked me calling her Lucy, so I just called her Lucy because I couldn't remember Somerset. So for some reason, it's like, don't call me Somerset. I'm like, okay, I'll call you Lucy. She goes, yeah, I like that.
Lucy in the sky with diamonds.
But that's who the evil one is. One of the Hydra heads is Somerset's daughter. You know, the Hydra is one of the hardest beings to kill, because once you cut off a head, 2 more grow. You need to burn the whole body or crush the whole body to destroy a Hydra. So no matter how many times that you cut off the head's just going to keep on growing back.
Maybe that's why we all got our dragons.
I would believe so. So it's kind of funny. You have Source, the creator, and then right under Source, the creator, you have the dragon families. The protectors of the angels, the archangels, or sorry, the hidden angels. I call those the assassin squads. And then you have the archangels, and then you have the angels, and then you have the humans. It's pretty awesome. And what's kind of funny is that I've made a few friends with some of the demon clans, too. Not all demons are evil. quite a few of them are. But if you can find the right ones, they are really great protectors.
I would imagine that would be like that would be interesting.
It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. I don't know why you have that name, FU. But I love it. Trump will get his Twitter back. Oh, yeah. FU for Fantastic You, right?
So we saw Jason's post, and he posted about is someone talking about some people on the Truth Tour in not a very nice light, and that doesn't serve anyone. When there is something going on between a person and another person, it should stay between those two people. It's no one else's business. And so when you bring people's names live, and you say, this is what's wrong with them, this is what happened, why is it anyone else's business? And so look at the energy that they are bringing. And remember the quote, watch who you follow. These are some of the signs of behaviors that you do not want to emulate or allow into your energy sphere. Because it's not nice energy.
And that's where all of us, High Vibes Up family, comes in to bring the love, the peace, the joy, and the connection back.
So, Janie, you said something to me about watch who associates with people like that have those type of behaviors, and who goes and plays in the same sandbox they do, and stay away from that sandbox. And when the veil is dropped and their eyes are open, then they can choose a new sandbox to go play in. And so you'll want to keep your eyes open in observance for that type of thing, and keep note of it.
Well, and if you can, from the space of neutrality, because going into judgment doesn't do anything either. Because people all make their choices for whatever reason. Sometimes it's just because they had trauma in their life, and that's their safety mechanism. But I dealt with narcissism for half my life. Well, for more than that, because it wasn't just after I got married, it was before that too. But the thing is you can make choices yourself on how you react. And when we're observing and just being in neutrality observing, we have a clearer vision of what we're looking at. And it really doesn't matter who said what or who did what or this or that or the other, as far as, that's a program that we all play in that feeds the drama. Who did that? Oh, but you know what? That doesn't matter. It's how we deal with it internally that is what matters, and how we react to it. you know, kind of like when we're in high school and there's cliques. You've got like the well, the high school I went to, there was like the cheerleaders and the preps and the cowboys and the hippies and the somewhere in betweens. You know?
Right.
And there was a lot of the high school I went to 17 different schools by the time I graduated. And the last one I ended up at was probably the most clickiest I've ever seen out of any school that I went to. But it was like, you know, if you're not in alignment with us, then you're not part of our group. But if you're not, you know, there was a lot of that. And I just always found it very interesting, and my brain doesn't work like that. So, yeah.
It's very true. Sherry, I do agree that he has not been on our show for quite a few weeks. But due to the Truth Tour and everything, he couldn't because he was on tour. But once he goes home and settles down, then things will most likely go back to normal.
We have to take into consideration we don't know the journey that his team has him on. Mm-hmm. We don't know if that's going to shift him out of him doing regular shows and showing up in person instead. So be open to whatever he's being called to do. Whether we want something different or not, we need to support him in how he's being led. And so just keep an open mind and an open heart, and just know that until we're being called elsewhere, Kid and I are here for you guys. Right here.
And Janie, that's amazing with the realization that you came up with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's truly awesome.
Do you still do sessions, Janie?
Just if you call me.
I'm special,
Janie, help!
There's a couple of times that I wanted to call you and put Kid on the phone. It's like, oh boy, I can't handle this. Here, you do it.
Now she'd be like, here, kid, go snuff it up a little bit.
Right?
Down.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know, Roger. I haven't seen the news today. He said, did Elon walk into Twitter today? So there's a lot of connections and some ideas that we're pulling about some exciting shows that we can have, and one of them I was thinking about is having like a round table. That would be fun. Yeah.
That'd be really fun.
The president of the three-letter word over in China got a red folder the other day.
What does that mean?
Jail time.
Oh.
And he was picked up and dragged out.
Oh.
Yep.
Wow.
So that's really good news right there. And by the way, it's that one website where you can find out of the zombie apocalypse.
Oh.
Starts with the C.
Charlie, Daniel, Charlie.
Yeah. The president of that. They literally went over there, tried getting him out of the chair, picking it up like this, and then dragging him out. And he whispers to the actual president of China's. The guy was like, "Oh, look at that!" He's like, "Please, don't send me to jail."
Oh, yeah, I got a better one. Charlie digs cake.
Charlie digs cake. The ex-president, yeah. But still, he was a... Yeah. Thank you.
Charlie didn't choose.
So that's awesome news right there, too.
I got some more, but I can't say them.
There is so much information.
I did, Chickadee. She said, "Did you catch Katy Perry's eye glitch at her concert? Fans freaked out." Yeah, she was like, come on, work.
Wow.
Yeah, because it was like,
Wait, who?
Katy Perry?
yeah.
Oh, her mechanics were broken? Or his mechanics were broken?
Uh-huh.
Oh. And pictures of Taylor Swift. There was pictures going around with Taylor Swift and an old picture of an old Queen of the Satanic Order that looks just like her from many years back.
Katy Perry?
Taylor Swift.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Wow.
She's the clone of the old Satanic Order queen.
Oh, because we heard that she was like the something of that. So she's just the clone?
I would believe so. To keep the stuff going, yeah. And
Yes.
there's old pictures of Justin Timberlake and one that looks just like him from like 1930s or 1940s or something like that, or 1950s.
Sparky Tidbit says, reminds me of my baby doll with a stuck eyeball closed.
Or what I look like when I did the rocking session.
Yeah, and then they crossed, and then they yeah. Ah, what are they doing?
Oh my goodness gracious.
You know, we just had a carpet guy come out to clean our carpets, and he was sharing that either his dad or his best friend, I can't remember which one he was saying, had a car that they just decked out. You know, like amazing bumpers and amazing rims, amazing tires. I mean, they just decked out the whole car. And the car got stolen, and what his dad was driving and saw his rims on a person's truck, and so he ran after them. And I forgot how that ended up. Oh, that's how it was. So they ended up at one place, and the guy said he just bought the rims off such and such a person, and they said, well, they didn't have a right to sell them. Those were ours. So we got him back, and they went after the person that sold them, and he was captured. And then they found his bumper on a girl's vehicle, and so they went after her, driving behind her, and then someone came and plowed into their car. So she had called her boyfriend, and had him bang into the car. And so she almost got away, but then she got captured, and she was found out that she works at the Department of Vehicles. And so what she was doing was when people would come in and register their cars, she would give information to the boyfriend who would then go and steal the cars. And then they would part them out and that kind of thing. So think about that, because our vehicle was stolen too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for there to be such a racket happening within the State Department, one of the state's departments is corruption at its worst. Anyways, this was his story.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And there's no reason for me not to believe it. But it's crazy. Mm.
You know,
Oh, Candy, Elon did walk into Twitter today carrying a sink. What do you think that represented?
I'm gonna have to go find that. That would. What you doing? Bringing the sink?
I've come to wash all your mouths out.
Who brought the soap? Oh my gosh.
Were you going to say something?
Yeah, I was actually going to say, you know how Trump and everyone's been saying, watch the water, right?
Uh-huh.
And you know how the stars revealed about the crystals of the Atlantis? And how there was a betrayal and then the Atlantis went underwater?
Mm-hmm.
Well, all the crystals are almost in place.
You were shown that too?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
They're placed strategically around this world in here. So when the souls are done incubating, which is going to be very soon, the Anunnaki is going to be coming out of those crystals.
Oh, wow.
The Anunnaki souls. Those are also known as the Atlantean souls.
Wow.
And Jason confirmed over there in Los Angeles that they are going to be coming out of the water. Well, that's through those crystals. It's going to be awesome because they're almost done placing the crystals around where they need to be. That's why there was so many battles with the waters to clean up so they can place the crystals where they need to be. It's going to be awesome. Atlantis is going to be coming up soon.
Wow.
That's gonna blow a lot of minds. Like, oh, it is real.
Israel.
And I bet it's not anything like what we imagine.
Yep.
Oh,
It's
that was funny. She said, "Oh, it's real," and you said, "Oh, Israel."
Right? I thought she said Israel.
No, she said, "Oh, it's real."
The Mayans are going to be coming back too. Right after the Anunnaki shows up, the Mayans are going to show up. And then some of the other star seeds are going to be coming down. The Palladians are going to be... They've already shown up.
The Palladians have shown up?
The Palladians have already shown up. You know how a lot of people say that blondes are stupid? How blondes are dumb? It's kind of funny how they say that because they want us to deter ourselves away from the blondes when it's the blondes that are
We're smart.
the light bearers. And they're going to be awakening into the Palladian council members that they are. It's awesome what we find out when we truly tap into the spiritual realm of things.
Right?
And I bet you anything that the blondes are going to turn white hair. I would not doubt it. White with rainbow colors going through it. That's going to be awesome.
That's going to be really pretty.
And you know how they say gingers with no souls? It's another thing. Protectors of the souls. Guiders. Way showers. And then you have the brunettes, which are basically the protectors.
So what happens? So like all three of my kiddos were toad-headed blonde. And they now have, what, TJ's still a little bit light, but the rest of them are turned like more brown.
They could have switched. You can switch. It's like having a job, basically. You could choose to do one thing, but then go, you know what? I'm not interested in this anymore. I want to do this part of the job now. So it switches and it changes. Same thing with you. You were blonde, and now you're brunette.
I was born with really dark hair, and then it went pure blonde from the roots. People accused my mom of dyeing my hair, and she didn't. And then after, let's say, right around junior high school, it started going brown from the roots.
What about us blonde people?
You get to choose what color your hair is.
We're the shiners.
That's a good way to look at it.
It's like,
Squeaky.
it's like, hey kid, tone down your bald. It's blinding me.
It's called Kid Shine.
Oh my gosh.
No. Us bald people have just way too many stories to share, so it just, emptied.
I'm about ready to close up and go have dinner with Dad.
Yeah.
How about you?
Same here.
Yeah.
Same here.
We enjoyed you being with us, Janie, and we enjoyed being with the HVU family.
Oh, the Feifei Jules has a great one. The balds are reflectors. Help us to look at our souls like a mirror.
Well, there you go.
Oh.
Oh, Michael, that's funny.
Michael, you're funny. He went blonde, brown, and then now he looks like a chia pet.
Just to let everyone know, when Candy was talking with Diane the other night, or last night, right? Her mirror broke. And that showed me that do not be surprised if your mirrors start breaking. Do not be surprised. Because remember, mirrors are made with silver, and that silver lining is also a portal to the other realm, to the etheric realms, which is why mirror techniques are very important when you want to do some inner healing. But that other realm is starting to break down. It seems like it's starting to break down. So if your mirrors start breaking, it isn't because something's wrong. It is that other realm is not meant for you anymore. That you have outgrown that realm and you do not need it.
Awesome.
They are portals, so just letting you know. Another form of it breaking is, you know, the deterioration of the mirror when it, like, supposedly gets wet and everything. That's also a form of it breaking down, too.
Ah.
I'm really connected to the spiritual realm right now. This is great.
I know, it's just like,
Right?
coming out.
I love it. Can't wait for what's going to happen with these sessions of ours.
Ooh,
right?
Watch out.
I'm gonna do some stuff before we do it, so we go.
You're gonna do like right before, because you got that like after your eyes stopped crossing.
Right?
Boop. Yeah. You have to time it just right.
You have to time it just right. Oh. All right. So are we done?
Yep.
All right. All right, family, I want to say thank you so much for being here. It is awesome to have every single one of you part of our family. Just remember that you guys are the ones that are bringing the connection, the love, the peace, the joy, and the family. So keep on spreading, keep on doing what you're doing, and remember, it's the smallest things that matter the most, the smallest ripples, and that's what you guys are creating, not just here at High Vibes Up, but you guys are spreading it at all those other truther movements, and just keep on doing it. Keep on doing it.
Janie, will you stay on with us for a minute after the show's over?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Love you
Thanks for
all.
having me on. Mwah.
Love you guys, and we will see you guys very soon.
Probably not going to want to hear this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Always go with the choice that scares you the most, because it's the choice that's going to help you grow.
Wow.
I can't do negative today. Positive vibes, positive vibes.
Hey, best friend. Wait. To the person seeing this, I know you're tired. I know you're fed up and so close to breaking. But remember, you have strength within you even when you feel weak. Keep fighting, best friend.